Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Acapelisa. Today I'm going to be talking about a few streamer do's and do nots, and what could help your channel to grow and what could be beneficial in some way. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Alright, so number 1, never self-promote. This is really a taboo thing to do on Twitch. And YouTube. It can make people pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. When I say self-promote, it's like, don't talk about your stream or that you're a streamer. Don't say, oh, I'm gonna go get ready for my stream when you go to leave, or I have to go start stream. It can be, like I said, it can be extremely awkward for the streamer, and depending on that specific person, it can actually get you banned for doing so. Hi, Acapelisa here, but I wanted to give an analogy that I've kind of come up with in a way when it comes to self-promoting. A way that I phrased it is, you wouldn't go to a restaurant and then call in the middle of the place, hey, I own this restaurant across the street. It's just a walk away, or in our case, a click away. You should come check it out. Because that would be extremely disrespectful for the owner of the restaurant that you're in. The same goes for the streamer. If you're to say, I'm going to go stream, it can be seen as extremely disrespectful to the streamer that is already doing their job, that's already providing content and stuff like that. So please do not self-promote. It might be okay with some people, but you never know. So it's better to ask as opposed to just saying it. If you have any genuine questions, like saying, what are some tips and tricks that you suggest for people, up and coming streamers or VTubers, that is a-okay. Just try not to add in the question, hey, I'm a streamer, I'm like, etc, etc. You can just do general questions, that's a-okay. Just try not to make it feel uncomfortable in any way. It's essential to read their specific rules for their channel, because a lot of the time those who aren't comfortable with that will put that in their rules. There are 2 exceptions to this rule, and that is if you raid a channel or are specifically asked to talk about your stream. That is the only exception to the self-promotion rule. If you are asked or if you raid, then it is a-okay to talk about your stream and what you do, what you play, and so on. Number 2, when someone raids or hosts, it doesn't matter how big or small they are, thank them. Always thank them. Shoutouts are appreciated tremendously, but are not mandatory, so please do not get offended if you raid someone and they don't give you a shoutout. But like I said, they should at the minimum thank you and probably ask how your stream was, along with the usual welcome raiders, welcome to my channel, and so on. Number 3, follow for follow. To be honest, there's not really a point in follow to follow. While YouTube and Twitch followers matter to an extent, what really matters is how many people watch your videos or your streams. If people aren't coming back of their own free will, there's really no point. You're not going to get any kind of benefit out of just a single follow and them not coming back, them not watching your content, etc, etc. Number 4, along with follow for follow, please realize followers don't ultimately matter. Some people are selective with who they follow or subscribe to, but so many people aren't. There are instances of people having 4,000 followers or subscribers and 5 people watching their content, and others of 500 subscribers or followers and 20 to 30 people watching. It doesn't really matter how many followers you have. What truly matters is the content that you produce and making it something that people would want to come back and see. Being authentically you, because nobody else can be you, is one of the ways that can help people to want to come back. Number 5, your money, including a fancy model, has little long-term effect on your overall success. You could have a 3K setup or a 1K Vtuber model, but if you are not putting in the time, effort, or preparing things to do in your streams, that could really make them flunk. People don't come back to see a pretty model. What they come back for is the entertainment factor, the personality, and the gameplay. So work on those first. Invest your time in making those things better, not necessarily your model. That will come over time. So that was number 5. Number 6, when it comes to funds and where it should be allocated. A good quality PC or parts. You want your streams to run smoothly, not only when you play games, but also when you stream. So having good parts is a must, especially a CPU and GPU. It's one thing to play games on your own, it's another to play it on stream, as it puts added strain on your PC. If your PC isn't quite up to it, your audience will notice FPS drops, skipping, and general lag, and it won't be as much of an enjoyable experience for them. A good mic. I know until recently, I wasn't the person to ask about this, using my headset mic for the most part. But thanks to my wonderful community, I've now been able to upgrade. The difference between a good mic and a bad mic is tremendous, getting the volume right, clarity, and so on. If people can't hear you clearly, they can't interact with you properly. Another tip for sound quality, especially when you have a standalone mic that doesn't necessarily have a mute button, there is a possible way to add a toggle mute to your Streamlabs dual monitors. Although starting out 2 or more monitors may seem like a luxury, it can really help with streaming. Even if for the first time you just use your phone to read chat, being able to interact with your community is a must. To be able to grow the community, you want people to feel heard, seen, and recognized. That is what's going to bring them back. So having a secondary monitor of any kind, whether it be a phone, tablet, or a full-on secondary monitor, is a must and essential. It also helps when it comes to using Streamlabs or OBS so that you can change settings at the click of a button. 7. In the case of you getting any sponsorship offers, no matter how small you are, always get it in writing. And for your sake, do not undervalue your time and effort. Always read the terms and conditions before signing or agreeing to anything. The best way to do them is in writing via email. It's harder to say no over the phone, so don't let them get you. If you are unsure, tell them that you need time and to email you. If they actually value your time, they will. Otherwise, they will continue to pressure you, and most of the time, it's because it's not actually in your best interests. Also, potentially, if they don't want to email you the offer or have it in writing, they could be trying to change your terms and conditions after the fact. But overall, try to be kind and know your worth during these interactions. Show respect at all stages, as you are both investing your time, even discussing a potential collaboration. And they have invested time just emailing you to start with. When it comes to the content that you create, play games that you like too. Although it is important to engage your community in games that they enjoy watching, it is also important to play games that you have fun with. Nobody likes to watch somebody who's not having fun. Having fun, being silly, and being yourself is so important. So continue to embrace who you are and what you personally bring to the table. Discouragement is normal. You'll have times where you're down on yourself, numbers are low or chatters are low. This is completely normal, and don't give up. If you want this, just keep on persisting, keep on streaming, etc. And when it comes to hours put into stream, they don't necessarily equate success. Just keep that consistency. If you're able to, try to have a schedule. But I know that's not possible for everybody, especially those with health issues. So make sure your community knows about this ahead of time. If you are able to keep a consistent schedule, even if you're just updating people every week or every 2 weeks, please do so as well, because this can greatly help with your growth and your success. People knowing where you will be and that you will be streaming on a specific platform at a rough time really helps. But I do know that this is not possible for everybody. So obviously take into account what you need and what is possible for you. And that is the end of this video. If you liked the video and the tips that I gave, be sure to leave a like and to subscribe for more content in the future. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments like I said before. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!